Good morning everyone. Welcome to A to Z Physics and Chemistry. Today we are going to discuss about drift velocity and origin of resistivity. Okay. So as we know, in a conductor the electrons are in motion. During the course of motion they will collide with each other or with the wall of the heavy charge ion. Okay. So due to this what happens? The magnitude of the velocity of the charge remain constant, but the direction of the charge or direction of the velocity is random. So let us consider n number of electron and let us consider the ith number of charge. Okay, the velocity of the let us consider n number of charge. So the velocity of the ith number of charge will be equal to, let us consider this is vi. Now the average value of this velocity vi will be equal to 0. As we know, after the collision the electrons collide with each other. After the collision process the electrons have magnitude. There is no change in the magnitude, but the direction is random. So due to this, the average velocity of the ith electron at a particular time will be equal to 0. Now we know one important thing, that is we know that the velocity of the ith electron at a particular time t will be equal to, let us consider this is capital Vi. Okay. Now this will be equal to small vi minus this is a into t. So now this velocity of the acceleration, we have to calculate the acceleration, and this will be equal to, we know this is minus e into e. Here e represents the charge of the electron and e represents the electric field. Now this will be equal to ma will be equal to minus e into e. Now this acceleration will be equal to here minus e by m. Now putting this acceleration value in this equation, we get that this value will be equal to, now this is vi will be equal to vi minus this is e by m into t. Now the average value of this will be equal to, the average value of will be equal to, this is vi average and this is minus e by m and this is e average. Okay, so now already we know the average value of this I electron at a particular time is 0. Already we have proved that this average value. Now this vi average will be equal to 0 minus e m and this is t average. Okay, now as we know the average of this ith electron at a particular time t it represents the drift velocity. Okay, so now this will be equal to minus e by m and this t average we can take, this is tau value. So this is the expression for the drift velocity. Okay, because of this drift, the net amount of charge or the net amount of transport of the charge across a given cross-sectional area is always perpendicular to the electric field. Okay, so now we have to draw a diagram to represent this. Now let us consider a given surface. Okay, now suppose these are the electron here. Now this is the electric field. Now this represents this represents your okay. So now here E represents the electric field. Let us consider it consists of n number of electrons per unit volume. Again we know that Q equal to IT. So now let us assume here very small time interval. Now this will be equal to I into delta T. Okay. Now this I into delta T value Now this I into delta T value will be equal to, this is the number of electron per unit volume multiplied the charge of each electron, this is E, and now multiplied A, and this multiplied the now this is the area, now this is the Vd into delta T. That means here we have calculated what this is, as we know this is Q equal to I into T, or this is we have taken I into delta T. That means this I into delta T represents the net charge. So now this N we know already, this is the number of electron per unit volume. Now multiply E, that means the number of electron per unit volume multiplied by the basic charge unit, then this is the area, and Vd into delta T represents, we know this is the displacement. So now this I delta T will be equal to NEA Vd into delta T. Now we can put the value of your Vd. So we know that this value will be equal to how much? This is minus EEM into tau into delta T. Okay, which represents I delta T. Now this delta T value will be equal to cancel out. Again we know the current density J will be equal to, this is I by A. Now I will be equal to J into A. Now again from this is J into A will be equal to minus N, or here we can write down this is NA, and this is N square E, because E multiplied with E. Now this is M, and this is tau. Okay, this is a tau value. Now this A value cancel, and here we are getting this is L square by N into tau. Okay. So here what time we have already got the value I delta T equal to NDA Vd delta T. Now we have put the value for the formula for the Vd. So this formula become now, as this is the absolute value of Vd, so no need to put our negative sign here. So now this is E by M into tau into delta T. Now delta T cancel out in both of the side. Again we know the current density J will be equal to I by A. So now I will be equal to J into A. So here putting this value J into A, this is N square A E by M into tau. Now A cancel out, this is J equal to N square E by M into tau. Okay. So now again this J will be equal to now N square tau by M and into E. So now this we can write down, this is sigma into E. So from the definition we know this sigma means the conductivity. This sigma represents the conductivity, and the value of the conductivity is, this is N square tau by M. And as we know, this conductivity is the reciprocal of the resistivity. So this also proves also the simpler form of the Ohm's law. Okay, so this resistivity also we can also discuss about the origin of the resistivity from this equation also. So here we have discussed about the drift velocity, and the drift velocity is the average of the velocity of the electron while they are colliding with each other or with the heavy ions. Okay, so this represents the drift velocity. Next we will discuss about mobility. Mobility, as we know, in a conductor, we know the mobile charge carrier actually represents the conductivity, or conductivity arises from the mobile charge carrier. Okay, and this mobility is defined as the ratio of this is the drift velocity to the applied electric field. This is drift velocity to the applied electric field. As we know, the unit of the velocity is known, this is meter per second, and again we know this is the unit of this electric field will be equal to Newton per coulomb. So we can also write down this is meter coulomb into Newton second. This is the unit of your mobility. Vd means the meter per second, and this electric field represents your F by Q, which will be equal to Newton per coulomb, and taking this is F of, this is meter coulomb divided by Newton into second, which is the unit of your mobility. Now this, as we know, mobility is the ratio of the Vd by E. So now putting the value of VD, we can write down this is ND square E. The value of the formula from the formula of VD, we know this is, we know E square E tau by M into E. So now this E cancel out, and here we have got the value ND square tau by M. So the mobility means this mobility now depends upon this is the number of electron per unit volume, and tau this is the average time value it depends on M depends the mass. Okay, so mobility is the ratio of the drip velocity to the applied electric field. So today this much, and I hope you all have enjoyed my class today, and do subscribe my video. Thanks for watching.